Hello, beautiful and magnificent beings. Welcome to Energy and Light Awakening. It has been a very difficult week and a half, I think closer to 2 weeks. And I just want to say thank you to those that reached out to me. I love that you have been with me long enough that you know when something's up and where to begin. I'm also staying back. I apologize if my appearance is a little off-putting. I've actually tried to hide it as much as I can, and I'm staying back from the camera a little further today. So I guess I should start with the Schumann resonance. So again, I talk about this often when the Earth's energies are shifting, when major traumatic things are going on around the world. The energy always affects us. Some of us it affects more than others. I had actually reached out to a couple of my mentors, and they were saying that the energy was more polarizing this time. There were light code activations going on, but also more DNA upgrades, and not everybody was handling it very well. And so I knew this was going on, and I apologize. I know some of my videos have really been suffering, and I just thought it was something I would get through. I was just trying to push through and work. And then I realized there was something more going on, and this is something new. So since maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I had posted many videos talking about entity disturbances and things like this. And ever since I've overcome that or got rid of it, I've shared that information, how to prevent it. And this is a perfect example of why I often tell you guys, when you're not feeling your best, when your energy's low, is the most important time to protect your energy. And I actually got a little lazy, because since those last 2 or 3 years, I have not experienced any type of problems with anything, beings, entities, whatever it is. And I got hit hard this week, along with everything else that was already going on. I was experiencing psychic attacks while I was sleeping. And this is another thing one of my mentors told me. And I usually connect with 3 or 4 different mentors, and none of them know each other. And I deliberately set it up like this so, I can get different information and compare notes, and a lot of them were saying the same thing. And I guess more than usual, a lot of light workers are under attack right now. And if I had been protecting my energy, normally if anything tries to attach or disturb me in any way, I know instantly and I can get rid of it, no problem. But somehow these things were coming in while I was sleeping. So it started off, again, I thought it was just the Schumann frequency, the energy shifting, but that's how they get in. They're very sneaky. I don't know if it's entities, whatever it was. It starts off very kind of in the background. You don't really notice it until it really gets in there and you're just in a funk, you're in a fog. And I would just feel very detached. I was overly emotional and irritable. And again, I just thought it was the shifting of the energies, the DNA activations, until I started waking up. Like, my sleep was really terrible, hence the dark circles. I was tossing and turning. I was having a hard time falling asleep, and when I did fall asleep, it was just toss and turn all night. I'd wake up the next day exhausted, not feeling like I'd slept. And a couple times I started to wake up at night, and I remember hearing all these negative just voices. Like, there was 3 different voices just so loud, like they were screaming in my ear. All of these just very negative, putting me down, trying to control or manipulate, put thought forms in my mind. And the first time it happened, I thought it was just having a dream. But then I realized I was like, usually there's little fragments, or you remember the dream and there was nothing. And then it happened again 2 more times, and by the 3rd time I was like, okay, I know what's going on. things are just putting me down, the most negative comments that you can possibly give to somebody, trying to, program. Because think about it, when we're trying to reprogram ourselves, a lot of times a good way to do it is when we're sleeping, listening to certain frequency music, listening to affirmations and things like that. So the next day I realized, once I figured it out, I was able to take care of it, no problem. But something I learned this time, and I always like to share these things with you guys so you're not alone, and hopefully it will help somebody that's going through this or something similar. Every time these things had happened in the past, there's always something good that comes out of it, something to learn. It pushes you forward, it awakens you more. It's, part of the spiritual awakening process. And so the attitude I had when this first started happening years ago, like at first I was fearful, but once I got out of the fear, I was so angry. Like anytime I would feel something trying to affect me or manipulate or attach, I could stop it right away, which reminds me, before I forget, in the comments below, if you're new to my channel or you don't know about this or you haven't seen the last update video I posted, the thing that helped me get over this and to prevent it, I put the affirmations that I use below, so try those. And many of you have been reaching out to me also just before this happened to me. So I don't know if it's because I connected with you, it came to me, or I don't know how it happened, but many other people are starting to have problems in their sleep disturbances as well, which is why I created the 5-minute video, Protection While You Sleep. So, sorry, I digress. Back to the story. So it made me very angry. Like, I didn't realize there was this trigger that I needed to work on. And this time, whenever I'd talk to my mentors about this, and I'd heard other people talk about, to release these things, these beings, whatever it is coming through, even if it's a psychic attack, or people always release back to the light with love. And this was so attractive to me. Like, I agreed with it. I liked the idea of it, but I was so angry. I just could not let it, I just couldn't do it. And what I didn't realize until, this is like a major breakthrough for me that just happened, so I'm really excited about this. All of that anger, that triggering, goes all the way back to my childhood, because I had a very dominating, controlling mother all the way up until I left home when I was 18. And eventually, you start to push back. You don't like how you're treated. And so throughout my life, anytime I would experience something that even felt similar to that energy, or someone tried to control or manipulate, I would just snap and instantly become so angry. And that's what was preventing me. Like, I just felt so much anger, I couldn't release it with love. But what I didn't realize is, when I'm doing these clearings for you or for myself, I'm clearing, I'm detaching, I'm removing. But what I'm doing is just putting it back out there. It could come back and attach possibly to you, or it's just moving on to somebody else. So the idea of releasing it back to the light is so important, because we're clearing this out. We're clearing this up. I didn't see this. I mean, this is so obvious to me now, but before I didn't get it, because that anger was just such a strong block for me. But again, because I can see how these things have helped me, and by helping me, it's helped me help you. So this is really exciting. Again, a major breakthrough for me, and I've been able to release that. And as horrible as the experience is to go through this, I'm so grateful now. I can feel that gratitude. I can feel the love to release it. And the way someone explained it to me, the way they see it, I don't know if this will be accurate for everybody, but these low vibrational things, whether it's a person, an entity, seen, unseen, they came from the light as well. And at some point, they became corrupted, and that's why they got stuck in that low vibrational energy, or we refer to them as dark beings or entities. So we're helping to heal those things as well. I mean, it's good all around. It's good for the person that's healing it, letting it go, clearing up this, removing it from the planet, and getting them back to where they belong. Who knows how long these things have been wandering or looming. So this was just so amazing for me, and I'm so excited to be able to do this now. This is like the next, I don't want to say the next part of my journey, but like another little perk added to my healing. And I'm just so grateful. So hopefully if you're someone that's having fear issues or anger issues, maybe this will help you to shift your energy or to see the way I see it now or the way I feel it, and it will help get you through this. So that's what's been going on with me. And also, thank you to everybody that answered my post about what color you would like to see. I'm going to do a color request series. And today I decided to go with pink because pink represents love as well. It's the highest vibration of healing, and so many people need this. I mean, when is love not needed? You know, it's always the most amazing feeling. And I got enough requests that it looks like probably for the next 3 to 4 weeks I'm going to be doing all color series. And at the beginning of each video I'm going to share who the request was for. And today the pink request is for Lumi. And also I got a request, I didn't think about this, and this is another exciting part. Emily Terrell requested the archangels that go with the colors for just bringing in to help with everything, for guidance, for protection, for clearing whatever it is. And Archangel Shamuel is who we are calling in today to work with us in this session. And yesterday I got from my guides, they showed me that a lot of people are in need of aura repair, and this is another way these things can get in if you have a rip, a tear, or a hole. So my guides showed me a new way to repair the aura. And so a new way my guides have shown me is to work. My hands are already activated and ready to go. We are using these crystal quartz points. And this is actually very funny. I started laughing when the picture came to me, that they seem to have the same sense of humor I do. They always make me laugh. They showed me, depending on when you were born, or maybe you've seen them in old movies, these wooden fork and spoon for tossing salad, like these old wooden looking bowls. I think they were created in the 70s. So they showed me using these crystal points, pulling out, like working around your aura, as if you're digging into a salad, as if you're tossing the salad. So starting at the crown and working around that area. They showed me that there's some rips and tears. There's also like little dents where the aura area is weak. So just using the points as well as the Reiki to fluff out the aura. And also, as it's repairing the aura, we're flipping off if there are any attachments to you. Besides strengthening your aura and filling in the holes, the rips and tears, we are also removing any type of attachments. So just relax as much as you can. If you feel like taking some deep breaths. I'm especially feeling like around the head, the crown area, needing this. And another reference, and this next way we're going to work on this, another reference with food and utensils, this cracks me up. Think about a plate of spaghetti, when you use the fork, like you twist the fork to get the noodles, these areas of your aura that are kind of thin or dented, we're twisting in and pulling that out wherever the dents are. So sort of like the spaghetti fork into the noodles, just gently sticking that in and pulling out. And also, some of you, every time I go through something like this, anytime I remove blocks or heal myself in some way, many of you notice energy shifts or changes. So it'll be interesting to see how you're experiencing it now. I feel as of yesterday, everything was cleared and fixed out. I know if I might not look like it, but I feel so good. Like, I can't remember the last time I felt this peaceful and calm. Like, I feel a little tired because I'm adjusting to the energy and the release of everything I just went through, but I just feel so much better. And I wanted to create a video for this while it was still fresh in my mind. Okay. So just kind of smoothing and expanding everything out. So now I'm just going to continue on with some Reiki. And I have a new stone. I've been wanting to bring this in. I got it for Christmas, but I haven't had a chance to use it yet. It is a river stone. It's this cute little owl, which actually makes me think of Claudia, Owl Soul Reiki. If you're not familiar with her, you'll like her channel. I've actually been spending some time with her. I really enjoy her Reiki videos, and the energy is just so soft and comforting. And because this is a new stone, I haven't memorized everything yet. I looked it up earlier, but there's so much. This is a perfect stone for this work. So as I'm doing the Reiki, I'm just going to read the information on the stone. The river stone is believed to have several benefits, including invigorating the aura and facilitating change and resolution to one's inward and outward processes, enlivening the physical as well as mental stimulation and activities such as problem solving and meditation, leading to more profound spiritualization. It's also great for improving ability and helping to organize information in money and business. It's purifying energy, and it increases willpower and other types of energy. It supports the realization of dreams when it's combined with tiger eye. It's basically very fluid, vital in movement, in the energy when you're working with it. It's also, this is kind of funny, it's known as the bones of Mother Earth because it's one of the oldest continually used crystal for strength and energy. It is extremely grounding. It helps to maintain more peace and acceptance. It helps with growth and digestion. It's also recommended for a grounding stone with meditation and prayer. So just clearing everything else out if there is anything. That was a major aura repair we just did for you. And now just settling the energy, balancing everything out. Placing you in a protective bubble. And removing any dark energies, entities, beings, any type of attacks, returning all of this to the light with love and gratitude. Gratitude for how much these things have helped us grow, to learn, to become more of who we are, to strengthen us in our power, which is helping us to help others. And returning the darkness to the light to be transformed. Helping to clear the earth of these things, removing. If you are a light worker, which I actually see everyone as a light worker. It's just some are more out there than others. Like even something as, well, I don't want to say simple because there's nothing simple about being a mother, but even if you're a mother, an artist, even if you're not deliberately trying to influence or affect the world or the energy around you, this is just our natural abilities. It happens whether we want it to or not. So this is why I see everyone as a light worker. Just be sure to really pay attention, protect your energy. But if these things do get in, that's the great thing about this. We can always get rid of them instantly. We are so much stronger and more powerful. Don't let them make you live in fear, because that allows them to have more control. And try not to be angry, because that's also helping them. But to each his own in their own time. Like, look how many years it took for me to get through this and realize that trigger. But now I think that's why I feel a lot of the peace in my life. And I see this completely different. Besides with love and gratitude, it's just, I don't know if this is a good comparison, but say you're looking for a parking spot, you see a parking spot and you're getting ready to pull in, and someone cuts you off and takes your spot. You know, it's irritating and it's like, ugh, what the hell? But there's more parking spots. Hopefully that gets across what I'm trying to say. I don't know if that's a good one for this, but now when I see these things, or if they try to affect me, it's like, okay, I see what you're doing. This is irritable. I'm not having it. I'm not putting up with it. You don't have to, because you're more powerful than they are, whatever it is, or if it's a person sending you bad energy, we can easily get rid of it. So now it's just like, ugh, I don't give it that anger, that waste of energy that I was before. It's just a little irritation that I can take care of and be free of. Take a gentle breath in and slowly out. The powerful healing of eternal love is with you now and always. Divine consciousness fills your every cell. You are whole, healthy, vital, and at peace. You are pure, clear, and balanced. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for your support, as always, especially through the most difficult times. It helps me more than you know. And I hope this information is helpful to you, or maybe someone you know. Thank you for your continued love and support. I'm really excited to create this color series for you, so stay tuned for that. Until my next video, there is so much love for you here. Highest blessings and infinite gratitude. Sat Nam.